Hi everybody, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and the start of a new project. So today's start of a new project is thanks to my Swedish friend Peter Persson. A few months back he sent me a package in the mail and this kit was in it. So without further ado, let's take a look at what it's going to be. It is the Eduard weekend edition of the BF 109 E3 in 1/48 scale. So real briefly, for those of you who don't know what a weekend edition is, it's this. Eduard puts out, as far as I know, 3 types of aircraft kits. I think they may do it with armor too, I'm not sure, but you have the weekend edition, which is just the basic plastic kit with one set of markings. Theoretically, you can finish it in a weekend because it's not real complicated. There's not a lot of extra stuff. Then there's the Profi Pack, which is the next step up. And in this case, if it was a BF 109 E3, it would be the same kit, but it would come with the Eduard photo etch, some extra stuff, maybe some resin, depending on what is available for a given kit. It would also come with a number of different marking options, like maybe 4 or 6 different options of markings and paint that you can do on the kit. So weekend edition, basic kit, one set of markings, no extras. Profi Pack edition, same kit, but with the Eduard photo etch and extra parts and multiple marking options. Then they also do a Royal class for some of their kits. And if I'm not mistaken, I know some of them, I don't know if all of them are like this, but some of them will have 2 of a given kit in there. So if it was, say, the BF 109 E3, it would have 2 complete kits, a lot of marking options, all the extras, and then it would come with something cool like, say, a BF 109, glass, or I know one Royal class kit came with like a larger, I don't know what scale it was, but it was a pretty good size replica of the instrument panel of the aircraft. So, those are high dollar jobs, and you don't see them very often. Generally, I think they're released in limited numbers, so it's really kind of a collector thing. So that's the difference between the different ones. So the weekend edition, which I have here, it's the basic kit, has one set of markings. So let's talk about the markings and what I plan on doing with it. So weekend edition, one set of markings. So this is the set of markings that comes with the kit. Oberleutnant Josef Priller, Staffelkapitän 6 JG51 France, autumn 1940. This is the markings that comes with it, and this is the color scheme you're supposed to use, which is really kind of a cool color scheme and a cool markings and stuff. But I generally don't do stuff right out of the box all the time. Josef Priller's had a lot of aircraft done. A lot of people do his aircraft stuff, I guess. So I thought, I want to do something different. So did a little bit of looking around and found a scheme that I thought would be pretty cool. So let me show you what that is. So right here is the one I'm going to do. This is the aircraft of Hans Illner, 4th Staffel, August 3rd, 1940, France. Now, where did I get this from? Well, here's what happened. In building, or in kind of doing a little bit of research, I posted on some different aircraft forums online and asked if anybody had any ideas or some links to some cool, slightly unusual color schemes for an E3. Color schemes, markings, that kind of thing. Because a lot of times I like to do stuff a little bit different. So one person, Dennis Brown, sent me, said he had some stuff, and contacted him via messenger in the whatever form it was, and he'd send me some scans of what he had. So he did, and this is what he sent. He sent this here, which has 4 different ones on it. But this was the one that I thought was kind of cool, a little bit unusual. I like the color scheme on it, and he said he had the decals for this and that he would send them to me. So we worked out a little trade, and I sent him the Priller decals from this kit, and he sent me the decals for this kit. Now, this is the marking specific to his aircraft, and then I have just the common to that series of aircraft decals for doing the rest of them. But what I really liked about this one, something different, was this right here. These big old red lips. Usually you see shark's teeth and stuff like that underneath the cowling of fighter aircraft, but this one's got some big red lips, and I thought that was kind of cool. I also like this particular marking. I guess there's various different ones, but I like this one. And then here's the other specific marking specific to this particular aircraft. So with that, there's also the upper wing scheme, which is kind of cool because it's got the straight hard edge camo underneath, which would be like this here, but then on top it has RLM 70 painted on top of that. So it's RLM 71 here on these dark spots, RLM 2 for the lighter spots, and then RLM 70 on top of that. Then it also has the really large Balkenkreuz here and on the bottom. So I thought that was kind of a cool scheme, and I thought it would be fun to do. So I looked online, and I got the for this particular decal set, I found the actual written instructions and kind of some of the particulars about it, and I'll talk about that once I get into paint. But that is pretty much it. That is the scheme I'm going to go with, and I'm going to get cracking on this here real soon. So keep an eye out on the channel here, and I'll be starting real soon on the Eduard BF109 E3 Weekend Edition in 1/48 scale. So as always, thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. If you've had any experience with this particular kit or one like it and would like to give your 2 cents worth, or 5 pfennigs worth, however you want to say it, in the comments below, I'd like to hear from you. So as always, thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude, and I'll see you all later.